Cat, jeez.
Okay, so my last one also goes with the texture theme.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have seen these because they are a Japanese exclusive. These are the Sashiko Blazers.
Sheesh, what are you doing here, Cat?
So
What kind of business?
So these are Japanese exclusives. They are the Sashiko Blazers, and the word Sashiko translates from Japanese to little stabs. And so typically, Sashiko is like a technique you would use to like embroider. So you would use it for like decorations on kimonos, or you would use this woven stitching to layer thin pieces of fabric to for like warmer months or colder months. My bad.
Yeah, we gotta break, son, because this is gonna take some time. So I'm gonna break real quick. I'm gonna reset this shit because these shits is crazy.
These shits are
And
phenomenal.
we're gonna break this down real quick. So I'll be right back. All right. This is one of your hairs there.
Oh, my bad.
No, this
They
all
get everywhere. It's fine.
Trina, I got the footage. This is cat shit right here. I'm throwing it in the garbage, but if it don't make it. All right, man, we back. This is nice. What do they call it? Curveball here, cat. Nice curveball.
And I like the way they came up just as you were saying, well, what are you gonna follow up these with? And here we go.
All right. So gum sole, the soles and the midsole, traditional blazer, right?
Yes.
So that's traditional blazer. I'm just skipping through that quickly so we can get to this upper, right? The upper is like a woven. What do we call it?
like a ribbon. Or
It's
something.
called Sashiko.
Right. But I'm just saying.
what's it
I
like?
understand what you're saying, but
Yeah,
like,
it's like
to
a
relate it to
woven-
something, like it's like a basket almost. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like basket weave.
right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
basket weaving, the way it looks, it's nuts, yo. That blue is beautiful. And
It's really rich.
And they actually have another pair of these in a really pale pink. But the blue ones were just for me.
yeah, that I haven't seen the pink ones, but this is a great choice regardless of whatever they did with the other ones, right? So what I'm noticing really quick is that the check is just woven into it's not laying on top of it like a leather check. It's the same exact material and pattern as the upper. It's just black, and that is an incredible amount of detail.
Well, actually, now that I'm looking at it, this was just stitched
Over
on
it.
top. Yeah, but the
But this is yeah.
But the I guess I'm just gonna call it ribbon for the lack of better terms. That's what's woven, and this is like they just set this underneath a sewing machine with some black thread.
Which makes it keep the same exact pattern as the rest of the upper.
Because you can see the lines
see it.
that are woven underneath because
Yeah.
they just stitched it on top of it.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, I took these shoes. I've worn these once, but I took these shoes to the Tyson's Mall, and I literally just wore them so I could flex them around the mall.
Listen, every now and again you've got to do it.
Yes.
You have got to put your joints on the street to straight out shit on people.
Like, I had nothing else to do that day. I'm like, let's go to the mall and flex my shoes.
Did you go into the sneaker store like,
Yep.
yo, what y'all got in here?
Yes, yes, I did.
You walked in the sneaker
I walked
store?
in and I'm like,
I'll stay here for a second because someone is going to
I
recognize
had
greatness here.
I had at least one person in every shoe store come up to me like, what are those?
Notice what she just said. Every shoe store.
Every shoe store.
This is a thorough shitting on session. So let's stick with it here. A nice suede on the.
Before you keep going,
Okay.
I do want to add in the details of even the stitching of the black over the blue. There are spots where certain stitches for the construct of the shoe go either underneath that
or over
on
it.
top of it.
That blue, the blue going up on one side,
like
then underneath on this
parts
side.
It's on top of it, but over here it's underneath.
Yep.
Like the detail in this are crazy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. It's a great thing to point out. So it's a different tone of blue. So I'm not gonna say it's like a blue gray, but it's kind of leaning towards that on the eyelets and around the toe box and on the heel, traditional blazer style. And then
And that's suede, right?
That's
you think
suede.
That's suede.
That's suede.
Okay.
That's suede,
Yeah.
yo. That's all suede. It's like it's a little bit rougher on the eyelets.
Look,
but
I knew, but I had to touch it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's suede. Let me just touch it real quick.
And so, speaking of suede, the tab on the back, do you know
That says Nike.
there's this? Oh, it says Nike.
And on the inside, it says Nike Sports.
In Japanese.
Oh,
Come
God
on,
damn
you
it!
son of a motherless.
Beautiful. So you have these gold hooks. What do you call them, for lack of a better term, on a side for this red shoestring. I guess we'll call it a shoestring. That's there that matches the tips on the white shoestrings too. I didn't even notice that just now.
Wait, but one thing not wait, but to add on to what you're saying, oh, that's crazy.
I didn't notice that until just now.
The other thing is, this isn't just tied; it's woven. The red shoestring is woven together.
Oh, you can't undo that.
I mean, you can.
You can, but you
do you mean?
sacrifice it being the same weave.
Oh, you mean the
design.
pattern?
It's
Yeah,
a
so
pattern.
you can just take
You
this
just-
off of here to
yeah.
put them on, and then
Yeah.
just link it back in.
Yeah.
That's a great
Okay.
point. Great
fact,
observation
let's do
there.
Look at that.
Yep. Look at that. Beautiful.
That's tough.
Beautiful.
That is tough.
Great job. That's suede on the back. It's like what, a light gray? Light gray on the back tab there
Yeah.
with the Nike in Japanese. These shits is disgusting.
But then stitching is that white or is that?
It's white.
Yeah,
with
it's
the
white.
Gray, with the
Yeah. So it's like a really light gray, but then the stitching is white, and then has like a little shimmer to it because that's suede. Oh, these are tough.
So y'all seeing these later
Detail.
on? Will y'all get the close up of these? Look on your arm, your little tattoos, and realize that doesn't say love and peace. It just says Nike on your on your arm.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad.
Wait a minute. So they're different though. One is different from the other.
Yeah. That's not the same thing.
So this one says Nike, and this one, I believe it's the same as the one on the inside.
So the inside of yours is probably written different also.
No, the insoles are written the same. The
Okay.
insoles say Nike Sports.
Nike
And
Sports.
so the one on the back tab says Nike, and this one.
This one says something.
Hard. Those are crazy, son. Those are dope.
This
How long
is,
have you had these? When was this?
These are more recent than my Paranoids. I think
Okay.
I've had them like maybe a year,
Yeah.
but I've only worn them once.
Cat, you got joints. Because
Yeah,
if
she
you're
got some
telling me,
joints, yo. It's
I
quality.
saw you wear those, the Paranoids, and that was at least 2 or 3 years ago because it was.
That was a long time ago.
It was
Way
before
COVID.
quarantine.
Yeah, way before COVID. Yep.
And those joints were still pristine. I mean, obviously assigning the value to them now, but I'm saying that from the perspective of you pull out another pair that you've had for about a year, and you've got joints to be able to circulate them, and everything still looks so pristine.
How many pairs you up to now?
What's your number at?
1, 2.
1, 2. 1, 2.
Okay,
Stop it.
I'm going to say around like maybe 40 or 50.
There you go. That's a
40 or
solid
50.
number.
That's a solid number.
That's solid. You know
That's a
what I'm
solid
saying?
number.
My closet ain't that big, so
I can dig
might
it.
have to just start taking over other rooms.
Well, before I ask you a
Jeez,
different question, I feel like we have to discuss the on-foot